Hello all, Dr. Alejandro here, coming back to you with another episode of Hunters Infinite Horde. So I've been playing quite a few more runs off recordings, because there's so much meta progression in this game. You have to grind lots of runs to start slowly unlocking things. And I've been slowly kind of unlocking more and more of the board. Right now, I'm currently trying to save up these crystals to unlock hard mode of the first map, because I need there's this other meta currency over here that I don't have, and none of the maps that I can go to drop any. So I'm imagining that's coming from the hard mode. You can get that from hard mode play. But we've been unlocking a lot more here, and one of the things we did unlock since the last time I did a video was the hero Maxine. So I want to go bring Maxine into a run with you folks and see how it all goes. Also, I want to take a look at here. This one's been sitting for a while. I still need one more cactus moth for this thing, the mini boss. There's a few of them where I'm kind of locked behind monster gates of having to kill certain things to unlock these. But a lot of them are there. I want to unlock the Shadow Shuriken eventually. That is on my list. But right now I need 500 crystals for this. After I unlock hard mode, I think I'll start going into some more of the other abilities, like Magic Mine and Shurikens I haven't unlocked yet. But I want to introduce you folks to Maxine here. So Maxine the Red Witch. She is the glass cannon of this game from what I've seen. I've done one run with her so far, so I don't have much experience there yet. But Maxine has 30% more movement speed, but max health is reduced by 75%. So she only has 62 HP right now. And the only reason she has 62 is because I've picked up a lot of the hero HP plus nodes in the meta progression tree. But she is a glass cannon. She is all about fast moves. So like her starting synergies with the orbital fire makes it go 20% faster. Cooldown reduced by 20%. You start with ranks and cooldown rate. With all of these, it's always you're starting with extra stuff or ranks and things. So I'm pretty sure. What do I want to start with? You know what? I've never done starting spear runs. I will say with Maxine, and basically I'm gonna have to grab Cleave while I'm in there, because Cleave is still the best move in the game that I've seen, just because you actually have full control over it. It can swipe a large area to your left or right, and you can control it, whereas almost all these other abilities all are a lot more random. But yeah, we'll start with spears. Cooldown reduced by 40% is huge, and I'll still get us some things. I also unlocked secondary map, the Spine Dunes in the desert. So let's go take a trip into here, and let's see how Maxine's doing. I did one run again, wasn't too much, and ooh, not exactly an easy character to play, because you really want to try and avoid getting hit just because of how low HP, but it can be hard to get set up to that point. First level, of course. We're just going to grab the Cleave. Gives us some extra control. Spears aren't too bad when the cooldown is this low, I won't lie. So here's one issue with the game that I hope gets fixed at some point. Because you're grabbing multiple weapons, but every weapon has 4 different upgrade choices, it's really hard to get some of the upgrades you want, unlike Vampire Survivors, where it's just like you're upgrading the weapon itself. So that makes things a little difficult here. Also, the game forces you to get extra weapons. You can't just have like 2 out of your 4 weapons and start building them up. No, the game's gonna force you to get the other things, which that hurts a little bit. So, but we basically get forced to do it, and then we have to use our choices on whatever comes up after that. That's one thing that I kind of wish would get changed at some point. Either giving us extra choices, because there's so many different things that can come out here. It's like here, if I don't take a 4th weapon, every single level up is going to be 1 upgrade, 3 weapons, and you have to do it. So we're going to take the Cleave Bone Shot combo. Really helpful for keeping yourself a little bit protected. But yeah, Cleave's just so nice in the game now. They're talking about nerfing it. I really hope they don't, because right now Cleave is basically the one thing we kind of have that gives us a lot more control over the game. And it's not just RNG attacks that we're dealing with. Still really enjoying the game, but that is the one frustration. But it is an early access, and I'm hoping the dev kind of eventually sees or hears that from multiple folks and decides to like do something a little different with it. Now we're in a tough spot. Now there's lots of little enemies, and we don't have cooldown yet. I think I'll go attack size on the cleave over cooldown on the Grand Hex, because that's not much of a cooldown. And even with low cooldown, at least with size, I can hopefully kill off more enemies that are coming in close. And now I gotta get some XP. Yeah, we'll cut down cooldown on the bone shot. That's attacking top and bottom of me. What do we got? Increase AoE. Yeah, spears, AoE size up. We'll do that. See, it's so hard not to get hit right now. I haven't really gotten much cooldown options. AoE size, yeah, sure. We'll keep that going. Kind of relying on those spears to keep us moving right now. I would prefer getting some cooldown options. I really need that. See, one of the problems with the bone shot, why it's not as good as the cleave, bone shot, you can increase the range of it, so how far away it can go from you. Doesn't increase the size, though. So it's only still going to cover a small area top to bottom of you. We'll just pump the cleave up a little bit so it's better. There's a chest up here. I do want to try and grab that if I can. There's also so many XP gems down here, and I just need a few more levels. Hopefully get some cooldown. Still no, but we'll keep upgrading the spears. The spears are still doing a halfway decent job for us. Oop, try not to walk into enemies. That's bad. Ooh, there we go. The Grand Hex is really nice. That's just like a big explosive circle. Does a lot of damage. It's slow and random, which is its downside. But it does just... Right now, it's 13 damage. I haven't put any levels up into it at all yet. So it's a huge size, 13 damage, and it can grow really big. Oh, yeah. Give me all that meta progression currency. And gold. So I can buy more meta progression currency. Okay, I need some level up options to start giving me some cooldown, though. If I don't get cooldown, we're not winning this run. Bone cooldown. I mean, that's a thing still. Not as good as some of the other cooldowns, but we'll still take it. Anything? Increase the damage of you by 1, because you actually have a little bit of cooldown on you. So just try and get you to kill off more of the enemies for me. What we got? Yes. Spears damage up. We're gonna need those spears to do some damage soon. Right now, the spears are our main DPS, which is not great because we don't have much control over them. I'm taking so much damage here. Oh, finally! Some cooldown. We need a few more cooldown levels on our gear. Cooldown is just that most important thing in this game. I haven't gotten any spear cooldown at all yet either. This level is an interesting one. So it's a desert, but you're kind of boxed into all these areas. You kind of have to find your way through. Makes it a lot harder to move around, but it's interesting level. Don't know if it's good level design, but it's interesting level design. That's the best way I can put it there. You're gonna die now. Explosion. Grand Hex is really nice for that. It's not great as like a main part of your build, but as a supplementary thing, Grand Hex is nice because again, it can do such a large area. All right, let's get Bone Shot down some more. Cooldown over everything. A little spear cooldown would be quite nice. I would love to have these things coming out a little bit quicker. Ooh, okay, there's also that tornado running through. There's so many... I can't do much here. Ooh, there's a little bit of XP. Okay, we'll go attack size. I just need things to help me get more damage out. And right now I'm not getting that at all. There's some cooldown to spears. That's a little bit. Alright, come on. That's an elite coming too, and I don't have any way to fight it. Finally getting some... It took so long, but I'm finally getting some cooldown options. This is the downside of only having so few choices, is... In this game, you're not going to get far without buying a bunch of cooldown, or getting a bunch of cooldown levels. And if you just don't get those options, this is what's going to happen to you. You're going to be dead. Oh, come on. It's gotta survive. I want to kill this elite, because then I get a chest that will have health in it. So I do want this elite to die. Oh, I'm trapped. I'm trapped. I'm trapped. Come on, elite die. Please, elite die. Nope. And that just shows you, like, I did not get many cooldown levels until later on, and I finally started getting a few, but I was so low health I couldn't do much about it. Alright, so that wasn't much of a run. We're going to do another run on this video, so we can actually get something out there. I have very little... very little money to spend, and there's a lot of expensive things I want. So we're not going to buy anything. Alright, here we are, going to be doing another Maxine run. So I recorded the other video a little bit ago, the other run on here a little bit ago with Maxine, and I just didn't like how the follow-up run happened either. Both ended up being losses that didn't really go too well. So I decided instead of putting up the video like that with those two runs, I'm going to do another run today. This time we're going to start with the Orbital Fire. I've gotten a couple more Orbital Fire upgrades since that last time I recorded, and I want to try and bring Maxine into that. Because Orbital Fire at least gives Maxine a little bit of, like, close-by protection, and the starting synergy of speed plus 20% seems pretty good. But Maxine's just such a hard character for me specifically to play, especially. I'm not used to having to be, like, super dodgy, get around everything. Games like this where there's so many enemies coming after you, it's just really hard. But we're going to go into the hinterlands this time, in the highlands, instead of going back to that desert area. We're going to come over here, and we're going to see if we can win this on a slightly easier map than another map, and see what happens. But now with this, as long as I pay attention, and especially if we can get some more increased speed on the Orbital Fire, it'll be super helpful. One thing I'm also going to try... Well, I took a hit. One downside here is... the HP you get from a heart on the ground is based on your max HP. So that's the other big difficulty with Maxine, is with such low max HP, she can't even heal really well either. And that makes life very difficult. But yeah, I am going to actually try making use of the reroll this time if I need it. I've always been pretty bad with that because I will keep wanting to use my coins for meta currency. But it's probably the right choice to actually also use some for, you know, rerolls. But the reroll system is just obnoxious. We are, of course, going to take Cleave, because Cleave is still the best controlling weapon you have to be able to give yourself space to move around. And yes, increase speed. We're already starting out with some cooldown stuff, and I really got to avoid taking these hits. There's zero reason for me to. I'm just trying to hit this. I got to get the area of effect on my Orbital Fire up some more. So I'm definitely going to be focusing on speed and a little bit of size. Increased access, there we go. Because that just means I don't have to get as close. Now I can hit the enemies from a little bit farther away. I don't have to get as close to take them out. And Orbital Fire is actually doing really good damage. It has its base damage, which is nice because I got a couple upgrades onto it. But it also has that dot damage, which is pretty nice. And, I mean, we are going to take Cleave cooldown because no matter what, Cleave is still going to be useful. It's really hard to not have Cleave in a successful build. Even if you don't fully upgrade it, like you don't put a ton of levels into it, if you just get a couple points of cooldown, it's still going to help you out pretty much no matter what else you do. There we go. Get you. Get you. I just got to keep getting some more money, some more XP picking up. I don't want to spend money on murals for now. I think we'll go here on some more size. But I kind of just want to get my last ability so I don't have to think about it anymore. So we're just going to take the huge damage Grand Hex here. Because yes, not as easy to control, but the damage is just so good. If it hits something, they will explode and die. Ooh, there's a shop. We do love shops. Okay. Gotta be a little careful here. Cooldown on arrow or size on cleave. We'll stick to cooldown. Cooldown's still important. Yeah, so the reason the reroll mechanic isn't that great is because of the fact that it continually costs 50 more. So the first time's only 50. The second time you do it, not even just at a time, in a run. The second time you do it in a run, it's 100. Then it goes up to 150, and it basically means if you want to actually use the shop, you can only re-roll a couple of times. Otherwise, you're just going to use all your money on re-rolls really quickly. Okay, good. Attack size of you up one more time. I think this is probably the good attack size for this. Maybe one more later on. But now I really want another speed upgrade here. Oh, there's a... I didn't even see that rat underneath me. Problem is, I want to reroll to get orbital fire stuff, but there's something that says cooldown on it. And that's so hard for me to turn away. Alright, I gotta keep moving, try and get myself some more... Find some treasure. I am really bad at not getting hit. Alright, here... I will reroll. There we go, got speed that time. That's what I wanted. If I can get the speed of the orbital fire up enough, then I will have really good protection. This will find myself some treasure. But it is a matter of speed versus size. Like, if it starts getting so large, then things that get close to you will end up hitting you, as the orbital fire is not gonna hit that close anymore. So I don't think I want any more size upgrades in orbital fire. It's kind of at the largest size I can kind of deal with. We found a treasure chest. Let's get the damage up in orbital fire by 1. Just boost it a little bit. I want some more speed, but I gotta get some other stuff first. There is an elite that just spawned, which will be useful when I eventually kill it. Because that'll give me some health back. Ooh, we got a little health there, too. Alright, that was actually super useful. Getting tiny bits of gold. Increase speed, yes. Keep you going around me faster and faster. All of you, just everyone die. Now I have a lot more safety in here. The orbital fire is starting to get fast. Just opens up a lot more avenues for me. Alright, let's cool down an arrow, because I don't want to do another reroll right now. Get this money. Try and get all the rest of this money while still damaging you. Okay. Hopefully I get lucky and do... Ooh, yes, walk on that. There you go. Take that damage. Now it even has a dot damage on it, so it's going to keep just slowly taking little extra damage over time. Ooh, that was a bad spot for me. Cleave! Yes, Cleave. Save me, Cleave. Yes. Cleave is the savior. Oh, yeah, get that health back. See, each heart's only healing like 6 HP. Because it's like a 10th of your HP you heal back. No rerolls yet. I mean, I'll take that. Cleave cooldown is awesome. I want orbital fire cooldown, but I will take cleave cooldowns. And we're just going to let this orbital fire just keep doing a little bit of this. Really, I don't want to spend 100 on a reroll when I only have 460. This is the problem with the reroll system. The first reroll is okay. Like, 50 is not bad. The attack size can't take that. I have to do it. Reroll. Attack size again there. Another thing of attack size I think is too dangerous for me, so we're just going to up the arrow damage. I also really wish they had it so if you do a reroll, you won't get the same option again. Because we got attack size twice there. Both times it gave attack size as options. And if I didn't want it the first time, it shouldn't give it to me again. Alright, now Cleave is... It's close. It's close to being really good. Once Cleave's down below a second, then you actually start getting some good control. Arrow size also helps. I should probably get some arrow size. But we'll take some arrow cooldown, because that'll still help. Alright, come on, I want to move this way. I saw a pet. I saw a pet down this way. And I want the pet and all the money. I need it all. I need everything. Now we just stand still for a second. Let that go through. Yes, cooldown and cleave. Thank you very much. Ooh, that Grand Hex blew up there. I kind of want it. It's just really hard to move. Because the orbital fire is the main thing keeping these things away. Alright, ooh, yes. Oh, I should have taken... I saw cleave cooldown and didn't even see the fact that there was the speed on the orbital fire until I already clicked. Alright, well, we're getting... Now with this pet, we're getting 10% more XP for everything. That'll help. Get the top size up, the attack size up here. I don't have enough money to want to go to the shop. I kind of want at least 1,000. Yes, speed. Speed. Actually, once you get enough speed, too, then you can increase the size more. Right now, it is nowhere near fast enough for me to have it larger. Cool down there. Oh. This run's going so much better with Orbital Fire. Also, the rerolls I took ended up being a little helpful. Not, like, perfectly helpful, but a little bit. Okay, now Cleave is starting to get to the point where it's actually going to start carrying the run for me. Even without extra damage, it's still going to do a ton. So much XP over here, I don't want to leave it all behind. I want it. I want the levels. Alright. I can only get one more level of cooldown on the Cleave. So we are reaching the point where, yes, we are getting through. There we go. Doing this. Speed, yes. Yes, very nice. Look at that. Okay, yeah. Maxine does pretty well when you actually get a lot of extra cooldown stuff. Because Maxine is just so hard to use until she gives you some cooldown, but it's just not quite enough to make the fight fully worth it. But now when she gets a lot, oh boy, it starts feeling good. Woohoo! More speed. I'm gonna start getting a little bit of damage on that too. Like, I do really need damage on the Orbital Fire. Make it actually start killing things, because a lot of things is not really doing much to. The dot cooldown doesn't really mean too much. Oh, hello. There's so many chests around here, I want them all. And I also want all the money, because there's still the shop I want to go back to in a second. Gotta get all this cash. Get the cash. Speed, nice. Okay, we'll take another speed. I am hoping to get myself a little bit of damage soon. Can't move around too much, because then things will get inside my Orbital Fire, and that's when they really start hitting me. There we go. The Elite was over this way, so we're going to start trying to make our way this side, and hope we don't get destroyed. Yes, cooldown an arrow. Let's get those arrows firing out more. There we go. Oh, don't want to get hit. No touchy. I'm playing the no touchy character. You don't want to touch me. You want to leave me alone. Cooldown of arrows, yes. I probably should have taken arrow size there, though. I do need to start getting some arrow size to actually make these arrows a little more useful. Because they pierce through everything. They pierce through the entire map as long as it's on screen. So, having that size is actually really nice. That will just allow it to hit so many more enemies. Now I have to get up there. Damage, yes. Orbital Fire damage. I did say I wanted that. Alright, this run so far is going. Yes, give me all this stuff. Attack size. I don't think I want attack size yet. Let's just max out cooldown on the Cleave. Now I got my damage Cleave just swinging. Now, besides these large things, I can kind of just move. And all the small things will die. That's why that's so important. Damage up there. I still don't want Orbital Fire size. Don't want that yet. Let's try going just south. Ooh, here we go, another pet. Alright, cool. And some boxes. I mainly came down here to look for more gold. I have about enough to want to go to the shop. I can't buy everything. There's normally like a 600 cost thing, one or two of those, and it's 400 costs. So having 1400 is kind of like a good place to be. Damage on Cleave. I want some more Orbital Fire damage right now. Would love me some more Orbital Fire damage. Coins are worth 40% more. Damage mitigation would probably be the right choice there. But we're just going to take coins are worth more. And try and visit both the shops that I know I saw. We got, now we'll increase attack size of the Cleave. Now we can actually clear out a lot more things. We're gonna keep moving a little south. This way I stay beneath the thing I'm trying to go to. Try and find just a little more gold to get to, 1300 if I can. Oh, no. Actually, we are gonna go to the shop. Because there was the mine up north where I can get some more stuff. Now we'll go damage of arrow. Alright. Oh, we'll kill the elite first, because that should get me some more money. Then I take this in. Oh, never mind, it doesn't give me money. But But I do need to kill those elites. That elite is one where I need to kill 2 more of them. Now we'll go dot speed. Now we're going to try and just go into orbital fire as much as we can. Alright, take this 1300 in here. See, this is what I was talking about. You get, like, a large thing, small thing, and now I don't have much money. But, because I'm a DPS character, we're going to take the DPS pet. Beautiful. Just a static +1 damage onto all of my weapons. That is a pretty good effect. Do I want a thing of speed. Okay, we'll go 1 more size increase. Don't want to touch size again. Unless if I get speed maxed out. If speed gets maxed out, then I could go for size. But until then, I really don't want to. But there's this little, the crystal mine over here I want to get. Speed! Yes! Yes, orbital fire. Do your thing. Look how quick that's going now. And I still got 2 more levels that I can get on it, too. Which, that's just insane. Alright, there was another shop to the north of me. Somewhere up to the north a little bit, I'm pretty sure. We're gonna just try and get some boxes, get some more money, get some more XP. This may actually be my first Maxine run. My first Maxine win, I should say. Not my first Maxine run. I've played Maxine before. Okay, there's another shop. Definitely don't have money to go to you yet. But now the goal will be to try and, like, stay close-ish by, so don't lose it. Get Cleave up a little bit. Because Cleave will still be a main way of killing the boss. Cleave ends up helping a lot against the final boss, so I do want it. What we got here? Yeah, this run is a lot better of a run with Maxine than the second run I tried doing for this video. I am really happy I decided to replace it and just do something a little different. Because it just didn't go well before and I just wasn't happy. But this is feeling good. Speed! Speed again! I still have 1 more level of speed available? Yes. You can go up to level 10. I'm at level 9 on speed. That is a wonderful, wonderful thing. I didn't get Magnet Pet, which always makes me sad. I love the Magnet Pet. Extra magnet range is something I never complain about, because it just allows me to grab things from further away. I mean, self-explanatory with Magnet. But, last speed upgrade. So that's, the speed is how many degrees it's traveling a second. So I'm not getting to a point where I'm getting, like, twice a second, but I'm getting, like, 1.5 a second or something like that. And we just destroyed that elite. Thank you for all these beautiful resources. Oh, I walked right into the enemy. I didn't need to take any damage. I've done a good job of not having to. Yeah, we'll get the dot speed down a little bit. Dot speed will also help with the boss a bit. It won't be like a big thing because it's only 1 point of dot damage. But it'll still keep taking a little extra damage on the boss. Like, if it moves away from me, I can still get something on it. Go get this cash. But yeah, Cleave is the main thing doing everything for me. I don't think I need attack size. I want damage and orbital fire more. So we'll do 1 more Cleave size upgrade. Then we're going to try to not bother with the Cleave size anymore. We'll go a little bit of damage, maybe. But I still would prefer getting some arrow size or just orbital fire upgrades that are not size-based. Because, again, the larger orbital fire gets, the more dangerous it is for you. The less overall protection you have. Yep, damage up by 1. We will take that. Size on the arrow would probably give me more overall DPS with how many enemies are around, but I'm an orbital fire build this time. We gotta keep to it a little bit. And not walking enemies. This is why size is a danger. If you're trying to move around, it can hurt. Okay, let's move our way up this way. Especially with those exploding enemies. Damage on 1? Yes, please. Get some more coins. Keep moving around and try and get as many coins as I can. They are worth more because of the pet, so that's good. Normally these coins are 5 apiece, now they're 7 apiece, I think? Yeah, 7 apiece. It's not like the biggest change, 2 more per, but still it adds up over a bunch of boxes. And these runes are the big things. Whenever I see those runes drop on the ground, I gotta grab them. The blue souls for XP, yes, I also want that as well. But runes are just so important here. Now we'll take size on the arrow. Because that's good. Yes. Because now the enemies are dropping more of the meta currency for me. And, you know, if I'm going to get stronger and do more runs later on, I need more meta currency. So when they're dropping those runes, I want them. Yeah, I feel so much stronger now. I don't think I could ever take this into a hard mode. At least not for a while, until I get a lot of upgrades, just because the HP is just so low. Sure. Grand Hex is like my last ability. It's one I'm not really planning to put upgrades into. I will if I kind of have to, but I'm trying to avoid it. Let's get more of this. There we go. Hey, all of you guys, thank you for the money. There's tons of cash over here, and there's also hearts over here too. That's really good. There's another cache down there, but I'm gonna... Oh no, it's over! I wasn't looking at the time. I thought I had time to get back to the trader. Oh, I feel so bad. I have so much money. There we go. Now we just beat on you a bit. And then we end this fight, because the boss is going to die in a second. But yeah, we did have a Maxine win here. This feels a lot better as like an end to that video. So, awesome. We got through. Nice. We got a decent little chunk of currency. Not like a ton. I mean, decent number of runes. Crystals were okay. Now with this, though, I can show you a couple things. So, I could upgrade this. Get additional cleave crit chance banner upgrades increased by 5. Or knockback, because it's kind of... This one is off. I eventually also want to unlock this Grand Hex, but I need one more of those fairy elites that we got in that fight. And because that'll let me start getting the Grand Hex to be a little stronger. Right now I only have 1 Grand Hex, and this is the one after that. So with only 1 Grand Hex, it's really hard to kind of have it going. I want these, but no. What we are going to do is see how close we are. So now we got an additional 5% crit chance on Orbital Fire. Nice. We'll take some crit chance. This last one, I need 1,500 runes. Orbital Fire banner speed upgrades increased by 10%. So that means every time I take a speed increase that was normally 20%, it'll be 30%. That's going to get the Orbital Fire going so quick. Because that'll be an extra 100% speed over 10 upgrades. I think at that point, we could actually potentially reach 2 revolutions a second, and that would be amazing. So awesome. I should also probably get this at some point, because that'll help out everyone, and including Maxine. A little extra HP. There's so many of these things here I do want to unlock, but it's just... The currency takes a while. I eventually want to unlock Shadow Shuriken and start upgrading those and see what Shadow Shuriken's all about. There's also Magic Mines I haven't used. But there's so many things that I want still. And it's just really, really hard to get around to them. More mining nodes, actually. There's one of those here. It's mining speed increase. Which is probably not the worst. But if I could get more mining nodes, that would be awesome. Because crystals are a big limiting factor on how much I can advance through this. Because every big spot needs crystals. I should get this at some point too. Make the collectibles last longer on the ground. And then it has 3 paths on it. That'll probably get the collectibles lasting at least 5 seconds longer. I still wish the collectibles just, you know, didn't go away. And this is one I really want to. Just extra 2% crit chance on everything. I think I'm going to save. Pet cages open 10% fast. That's also nice. I think I'm going to save all the crystals and stuff for now. And spend them next time. But hope you all enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed seeing a little bit about what Maxine is about. And hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. In the next video I'm doing, I am going into my first hard mode run, which I have now unlocked. and we're gonna see what hard mode's like. But hope to see you all in our next video.